Carl, Track 13 News. Wanted to go over the hot racing aluminum gearbox case. It's the bulkhead, ARRMA Kraton Outcast. Here's the package. Here's what came in the package. Is your diff case and your hardware and a bearing. Okay, now the biggest, I don't know if it's a surprise or what, but this diff case, it's not a full diff case. You have to use the rear piece of the standard ARRMA diff. Okay. Very snug. So it's fitting tight. The actual diff case is machined well. There's no jagged edges or anything. It's a very good piece, despite not having a full diff. Now, I don't know if they did that because for some reason the diff case will just not work without maybe some slight flex. I don't know. It seems quite strange. My other thought is that they may have ran into a patent issue if they made a complete diff case, because essentially this thing is about, I mean, it's really the same, but it comes with all the hardware and this bearing. So this is the hot racing bearing. This is the stock. It is larger, which is going to give you a little bit more strength. However, if I put a sealed bearing in with this rubber seal, I have never had a sealed bearing go out in my diff. The stock ones that are not sealed, I have had those get gummed up with dirt and grime, and that will destroy any bearing really if it gets dirty. So it can't be a bad thing to put a bigger bearing up front here. So like I said, comes with your hardware. So you've got a bunch of cap heads and buttons, and you've got your 4mm, which are going to be to mount the chassis. Those fit. So it looks like it comes with all of your hardware that you're going to need. So it comes with one front bearing, so you'll have to use your large bearing, and of course your input gear, and this back piece from your diff, which is really kind of disappointing. For over $50, you would think you would get a complete diff, or at least they would supply a plastic molded piece. However, I guess they figured you are replacing your standard diff case and you'll have no need for it, and you can just simply take this rear piece and use it. So I've fit the diff in here, and it fits great. I do think you're gonna still need to add some shims, and probably 2 on this side to make it snug with the input gear. I do notice that the input gear does tend to slide in easier, so when you put this on, you're gonna have to make sure this is pulled out when you put that cup on, that input gear, to make sure that it doesn't push in, or you're going to have some major issues. So it seems to fit fine. I'm thinking it should work great. I'll test it, throw some shims in there and grease it up and see how it works. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Track 13 News. That's how we RC.